Hello, everyone. I'm here with my dear friend and recent alumni of the uh, Profit Podcast Academy class of August 2024 from the UK, but is actually based in Johannesburg, South Africa. Amazing. David, welcome, my friend. Always a pleasure having you.
Thank you, Payman. Yes, it's been a very interesting and powerful journey, and I need to thank you for actually giving me my voice. That's what my podcast has given me, because I was always in this space and I'm saying, how do I actually get to talk to people? And that is what I love about the podcast. What would we call it? The genre or the media of a podcast.
Awesome.
And I need to thank you, Payman. Your system is beautiful.
All right.
It's
Awesome.
a nice step-by-step process. It builds on each other. The challenge, of course, is actually timing.
Yes. I'm going to ask you some questions about that. So first of all, tell us, how long had you been thinking about launching your podcast prior to joining the Academy?
Interesting enough, I did the challenge. And before the challenge, it was not really something that I thought about. And then when I did your 5-day challenge, I looked at this and said, wow, this is a process, or what would you call it? A process, a media, social media platform that I can use. It's not complicated. It's one of the things I really like about podcasts is, firstly, it's audio, and I'm an audio person. Secondly, it's on demand, meaning you and I don't have to be in the same place at the same time. You can listen to whatever episode you want, whenever it suits you. And you can do it while you're driving, while you're washing the dishes, while you're mowing the lawn, while you're going for a walk. That appealed to me. Firstly, because as you know, in our modern world, most people are so busy, to actually sometimes get them face-to-face time is difficult. So to answer that question, before the challenge, I hadn't actually really looked at podcast as an option for me. When I did the 5-day challenge, then I said, I need to take this to the next step and then join your academy to actually do it properly.
Awesome.
Does that answer your question? That was the stepping stone for me.
Okay, beautiful. So what was the thing about the challenge that made you say yes and invest into the academy?
The whole process of podcasting, and it's not complicated. Podcasting is not complicated. Yes, like anything, you've got to learn the rules, and there's a little bit of tech behind the thing. But I like the way you put it. You don't have to be a programmer. You're literally using the system that they have, you know, with the systems that are out there. You plug into them, and all you need to do is deliver the content. And that I don't have a problem with. I love that. I love that fact that I can step into it. It's short, it's sweet, it's super simple, not complicated.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what are your overall thoughts about the academy?
I like it. I like the academy. I like the group that we're in. I like the fact that not only are you teaching podcasting, but you are a podcaster. Because, you know, so often you join a course and the person makes their money by teaching. They're not doing it. They might have done it in the past, but the fact that you are how do we say it, a live, real podcaster, and you literally invite all your students onto your podcast, so we can not only get some learning and understanding. That's what happened yesterday when I was on Deborah's podcast. It was, we had the conversation, but it was also very much a learning process for me. I mentioned to you about the Zoom story. I can stay with a free option. I don't have to go paid. And I'm saying, wow, you know, something as simple as that. And that's why I like the academy. Firstly, you do it yourself. You've got the traction, you've got the track record, and we work in a group, because I've made contact with most of my fellow students. So I love the academy.
Beautiful. Happy to hear that. Yes. What part of the academy did you like most? What stood out the most to you?
What stood out most for me? The interaction.
Mm.
The fact that we could actually interact with you and ask you questions, and you had that forum of saying, what questions do you have? And then you also you gave us the option to talk to you privately, because sometimes I'm not that shy person, but sometimes the shy person that doesn't want to actually ask a question in the group has that option, because you kept saying, book a call with me so we can spend half an hour like we're doing now and actually unpack anything that's maybe not in the group scenario. So that I liked as well.
Absolutely, because for me, this is why I keep my classes small in numbers, because I want to work with every single person on a one-on-one basis, making sure. This is why I stayed even an hour and a half, 2 hours per call to ensure until the last question has been answered, because I want to make sure that you guys succeed. And because that for me is the most important thing. Because when you succeed, guess what? I succeed as well.
That's what I like about it, that it's actually a one-on-one personal, even though we are in a group. And that actually gives me exactly what I'm doing with my sessions. My minimum 3 students, maximum 7, because that way you can have a personal relationship.
Absolutely. And then when people ask questions, we can all learn from the question as well. Because if one person has a
Exactly.
question, then someone else also has it. Guaranteed.
Correct. Yes, thank
Awesome.
you.
What did you think of the support I provided and the support from within the community?
Very good. The support among the community, and you also said reach out to your fellow students. So I have reached out, and I will be getting most of them on my podcast as well. And then the support from you, as you say, you always available to have a private conversation like this, which is worth its weight in gold.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Yes, very welcome. What do you think of the experts I invited in?
Yeah, I like them. Oh, very powerful. Sometimes a little bit too powerful, because remember, we're starting out.
Yes.
And maybe that's something that you need to remember. We're starting out, and you've, what, 3 years into your journey already.
Now
And
4
that's
years.
sometimes, okay, 4 years. Sometimes that's the challenge we have, when we that far down the route, we sometimes forget the challenges we had to start. So yes,
Absolutely.
your guests were very powerful, very powerful.
Which one did stand out the most to you?
Difficult to say, because a lot has happened since then. I like the one where you go into the groups.
Facebook groups, yeah, Tyson.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I like that Facebook group, because I've been playing in Facebook that resonated with me, because I've been playing in Facebook for the last 5-6 years. So
Yeah.
it's a platform I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
The TikTok story and the what is it, the reels and that. I've got a TikTok account, but it's not something that's active, not at all. So
Yeah.
that Facebook one spoke to me.
Facebook groups are incredibly powerful. Yes, are a gold mine when done the right way. Yes. And now that you have your profitable podcast launched, how do you think this is going to help you and your business moving forward?
I think it's going to be immense, because my challenge has been, I've got a very good message with my Cultivate Your Millionaire mindset, with a mindset. I've got a 10 session course on that. And then I've got the health side. And the challenge I'm having is, when I reach out to people on social media, they don't know me. There's not that know, like, and trust. And the podcast gives them, you don't know me? Go and look at my podcast.
Exactly.
By
Absolutely.
the time you've watched, I don't know, it depends on the individual. By the time you've watched 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes, and my episodes are 20 minutes, they're not long. By the time you've watched that, you either say, I like him, I know him, and I want to work with him, or not.
Absolutely. Absolutely. While building trust, sharing your story, and displaying expertise in the process. Absolutely.
And I like the fact that the episodes are all there. So I can actually say to people, go to episode this and this, and this will be covered.
because one specific episode might relate more to someone and another one to someone else based on the story, background, and so on and so forth. Awesome.
Look, I've only got 12 episodes at the moment, but what happens when I've got 120 or 320 or 500?
1,200, 12,000.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah,
know?
then I say go to episode 1 and 2, and that's how you'll get to know who I am and what I do.
That's it.
And those ones I might even upgrade.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, before you know it, you'll be all over the stage speaking in front of people and all that. Speaking of that, what opportunities do you see your podcast opening up for you in the next 6 to 12 months, for example?
TEDx.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh, yes.
That's one of the opportunities I see. Plus the fact to speak to. I'm very blessed in that public speaking is a excitement for me. It's not a fear. So the more podcasts and when I say the more sort of affluent they are, and an audience, a live audience, the bigger the live audience, the more excited I get.
It's like me. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. It's, you know, that payment when you're in that space, it's that energy that you get from the audience, that it's like musicians. They understand it. You don't have to explain it to them. Those people that are shit scared of public speaking say, whoa, I only want to talk to 3 people. I want to talk to 30,000.
You know, once you get into that place, you get almost in a zone. You have information being channeled through your higher self. You know, it's unbelievable. I felt that in my TED Talk. Absolutely. Was your investment worth it? Do you think that you get your money's worth by investing in the Profitable Podcast Academy?
Yes, very much so. And the fact that we connected, and it's not just you finish the course and then, you know,
good luck,
sink or swim.
Yeah.
No, it's there that I can come back and I can talk to you, and I can see collaboration with people in the group, and maybe yourself and I. So yes, absolutely. The nice thing about that is it's a link, and it's a link for life. It's not just you pay your money and you do it and move on.
No. And also, as I mentioned since the beginning, you're a member for life. You're welcome to pop into any upcoming, not only 5-day challenges, but also academies, because as my knowledge and my network extends, I bring more people. I share those at no extra cost for you guys. Other programs will charge you to get an update. But me, no, because for me, I want to deliver I want to over deliver by a factor of 100x that what people have invested. So
I like it. I will join in the future. Remember, at the moment, I'm just getting my ducks in a row. You know, it's like trying to herd cats.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I will join to hear some of your other experts as well.
Absolutely, and also to meet new people.
Yeah, 100%.
And last question I want to ask you is the question: if someone is on the fence about podcasting, would you recommend them the academy, and would you recommend them also to have a chat with me about podcasting and how this can be applied to their business?
100%. Yes, that will, and that might happen in the future with my team, where exactly that thing of saying you need that channel to get out there on social media so people can get, because let's face it, there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of YouTubers and a lot of this. Whereas with a podcast, when they're listening to you, they're taking their focus and their emotions, and they're saying, I'm devoting this to listening to either Payman or David or whoever it is. So yes, very much so.
Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart and my soul, brother. I appreciate that. I'm cheering for you. Once again, thank you for your trust. Thank you for your business. Thank you for your time. These are the most precious gifts from you that I get from my clients. I don't even call them clients. I call them friends, because we become friends. You know, we get on calls regularly. Hey, how's your family? How's your life? How's whatever, you know, just like you would with a normal friend. Awesome. I'm cheering for you, my friend. Keep me posted. Keep shining your light, and definitely going to be talking soon. Take care, my friend.
Thank you, Payman.
Very welcome. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.